Hi, my name's Jim Worthington. I am the owner of the Newtown Athletic Club in Newtown, Pennsylvania. I'm also the past chairman of URSA, and I'm also on the President's Fitness Council appointed by President Donald Trump. I'm happy to be doing this film for my good friend Thomas Naprachowski, the Fitness Federation of Poland, and for the government to review so that they can feel comfortable with the safety protocols that we're establishing here in the United States that I think that can be effectively and safely used in Poland. The club that I own, the Newtown Athletic Club, has been in existence for 42 years. It started as a 3-acre, 15,000 square foot club in 1978. It has grown to a 26-acre, 250,000 square foot, 12,000 member club. It is regarded as one of the top clubs in America, and it is also one of the top 5 largest individual clubs in the United States. We are full service, programming from little kids up to senior citizens. We have every amenity you can think of in a campus of this size, from a preschool all the way up to resort-style pools, wellness, physicians, fitness center, aquatics areas, group exercise, everything you could imagine in a full-service lifestyle center. There are a number of requirements on the safety and sanitation and cleanliness side of reopening your club to satisfy the government requirements. We were fortunate that my relationship through the President's Fitness Council with the Surgeon General of the United States, I was able to get it reviewed by him not only for my club, the Newtown Athletic Club, but for the entire domestic fitness industry. So it's pretty extensive in length, but really when you think of it, a lot of it is common sense. So certainly social distancing, 6 feet between people, taking temperatures at the front door when people come in, making sure your employees have masks, having your members who feel a need, supply them masks, making sure that there isn't large groupings of individuals in one place. So that might mean that when you have a group exercise class, you spread out the amount of people in that room who are participating. You limit the amount of people that can participate in each activity. You make sure that there's plenty of sanitation, cleaning dispensers available. You have additional staffing that are going around and disinfecting and cleaning throughout the entire day that you're open. You increase your staffing sizes to be able to do that. There's any number of things you could do, which I will be more than glad at the end of this to send off to Tomas for the Polish Fitness Federation and their clubs. But it is extensive, and I can tell you that it has been reviewed and by the Surgeon General, the highest person in America in terms of being able to get a confirmation that our policies and procedures are good. So I think we've got a very good plan, and I think it will work very well in your country. In the United States, different states are opening it at different times. So my state, Pennsylvania, it looks like it would be somewhere in mid-May. Actually today in Georgia, they opened up. It all depends on what the incidence of COVID is in your particular state. We see a lot of states probably opening between May 1st and May 15th, with an additional, maybe the other half, somewhere between May 15th and June 1. But it's all based on what the incidence of COVID is in your particular area. And as big as the United States is, from urban to rural areas, suburban areas, it differs by each county. And in fact, in the state of Pennsylvania, which we reside in, there's 60, I believe, counties, and each county is really responsible to be opened up individually and determined by the state governor. So it's not a one giant opening at the same time. It's really depending. So the city would potentially open Philadelphia, which we're closest to a major metropolitan area of 5 million people, will probably be the last to open, where a rural county north of Philadelphia may open next week because they just don't have the same population. In regards to what was the most difficult part of negotiating with the government, really was just making sure they understood that exercise is medicine, that building immunity to any disease, particularly COVID, is through exercise and nutrition and healthy lifestyle. That the fact that is, and has been proven, that our customers aren't the ones that are necessarily have gotten COVID. It's more the deconditioned population with chronic illness, older, obese, all the things, diabetes, all the things, respiratory problems that would attack somebody that was less healthy. So once we explained to them that this was an integral part of maintaining health, which they knew, but they needed to be reminded. And the other thing was to make sure that they understood that we could open up and provide safe facilities with guidelines that would protect the members when they came here to work out, no different than if they had to go to the grocery store. In fact, I would contend that there's places like the grocery store that are far less safe than working out in an environment where we took into account the social distancing, the cleanliness, and we are health clubs and we believe in good health, and part of good health is cleanliness. So I mean, once you really sat down and explained to the government, and in fact, when President Trump announced last week the first phase of openings for businesses, different businesses, health clubs were in the first phase along with 3 or 4 other businesses. So we are at the top of the list in the Trump administration in regards to being the first businesses that open. So I'm proud of that. Some of the best advice I could give to the Polish fitness industry is to come out of this stronger and better. This has given us in the U.S. an opportunity to review all our facilities, our programming, our sanitation, and we've spent the last 2 months basically just going over all those things so that we can come out stronger and better and be a real advocate for healthy lifestyles. The other thing is, I think it's refocused people in the United States on their health and the value of health, and it's really positioned us to be even more part of the wellness continuum here in the United States. I mean, again, everybody knows that exercise is medicine, and 85% of chronic disease can be prevented by exercise, good nutrition, not smoking, and limited alcohol. And I think this has pushed us even further to the forefront when you consider respiratory illnesses, obesity, all the things that have really attacked the people that got COVID. I think it's clear that if you stay healthy, the chances of getting sick are diminished. And frankly, in a 12,000 member club, I only know of one person who's a member that actually even got COVID, and no deaths of any of our 12,000 members. So one person got it that I'm aware of, and no deaths. So I mean, clearly it will be a great opportunity to demonstrate to your government, the Polish government, how important exercise is to the health of your country. And one last thing, there are studies in the United States and globally that show for every $1 spent on preventative health lifestyle activities, there's a $3 return on the back end for your government and reduce the health care costs. So I mean, it's an investment that clearly should be made by not only the citizens of Poland, but also the government. As far as today's interview, I'm really proud that you reached out to us here at URSA, myself, Jim Worthington. I can tell you this, that fitness is a global effort. That's why it's International Health and Racket Sports Association, which is our international trade association. We are about health and wellness and curing the obesity crisis throughout the world, not just the U.S. And what goes on here affects Poland. What goes on in Poland affects the rest of Europe. Europe affects Asia. We're all in this together. So what our life's mission, which is to get people happy, maintain healthy lifestyles, get rid of chronic disease, cure the obesity crisis. We'll always be there for you in the Polish Federation and, of course, the Polish government. And I'm very, very happy to do this video today. So if you have any questions, if I can be of more help, we want to see you guys get open and start keeping your members and getting your members back active so that they can remain healthy. Thank you, Thomas. I'm glad I was able to do this for you today. Thank you.